Everybody, welcome to the live stream. Hey, I'm so glad you're here, because this is my first live stream ever, and I'm excited. Hey, we are going to play some Wii Sports Resort swordplay showdown. That is the only thing we're focusing on for the stream is swordplay showdown in Wii Sports Resort. So without further ado, let's get playing on the first stage. And while I fight my way through this hurrahs of me's, I'll show you and tell you about why I love playing Wii Sports Resort and why it still holds out for me. Yeah, as you can tell, I clearly tell I love hitting them off of the cliffs, because it's funny to see them fall, even if the balloon pulls them up. And the first stage complete. Yeah, in this stream, I'm going to be going through all 20 stages. So let's start the next. So basically, I've loved playing Wii Sports when I was a kid, and I love playing it now. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Oh boy. Yeah, I wasn't blocking there. Yeah, I have some strats for people who struggle with this game, who don't like it. I mean, I like it. I mean, I like swordplay as a whole, but it can be difficult because you have 3 hearts, and it can be difficult to get through the end if you're not really skilled, especially if you're a beginner player. Oh, I just knocked them both out at once. That was interesting. I'll start telling you the strats as we get further along. As you can see, I'm good. I'm still in the easier stages, so I'm not really going over too many major things. What I will do is, I'm going to give you viewers a challenge. Count how many of the stages I'm going to get through, and even predict your number. And to see how many I can get through without losing any hearts. Basically untouched. So far, we've completed 2 out of 3 stages untouched. That was close. Also, if you've noticed, I haven't really been blocking that much since we're in the early stages and they're more easier. But when I start getting into the later stages, that's when I start blocking. But if you're a beginner player, I would recommend blocking whenever you can, whenever you feel like you're in danger in these early stages. It's my strat. You see, the key is to never let your defenses down and attack at any openings you see. And as you can probably tell, I am a veteran at this. I've made it to Superstar class, and I've gotten all the stamps. I'll talk more about the stamps when we get there, but for now, let's keep powering through. And so far, they're taking a long time to swing, so I'm not really worrying too much. But the brown armored knees are the ones you kind of have to worry about, because they're more stronger compared to the green armored knees. Yeah, I think it's satisfying when you knock out a whole bunch of them like that. And you can knock them into each other to go a bit faster. But you can't just swing wildly and hope for the best. You have to block. Especially on the later stages that we'll get to. Because of how more better the defenses are of the Miis. I think it's funny how they roll down the ramp like that. Usually the green armored Miis are the weaker ones. The brown armored ones are a bit stronger. The purple armored ones and the red armored ones, they feel more stronger. I don't know how that one just missed me there, but she did. But the three-heart ones, specifically the black armored ones, I think they're the most difficult. I mean, the purple and red armored Miis, the two-heart ones, they're not that bad until you get a feel for them. I wonder if any of you guys watching like hitting them off the cliffs like I do. Yeah, to me, out of the heart categories, the green armored ones are the weakest. The because the brown armored ones to me, they're more stronger. Even though they still have one heart. And the red armored me, out of the two-hearted ones, they're weaker to me, and the blue armored me's are stronger. And then the strongest ones to me are the three-hearted black armored me's. Yeah, sometimes I think it's satisfying when you plow through them like that. Oh, took a hit there. Because I wasn't really paying attention or blocking. Those are the things you gotta look out for. When they swing at you, you have to be careful to block. Especially on the later stages. Because they can get you and sneak up on you. Kind of trap you in position that even though you are blocking, they can still hit you. I don't like those moments. I feel like they're unfair sometimes. Oh boy. Okay, now since we're getting into the more difficult stages, this is when I usually start blocking more often. But you can do whatever is easier for you because it's your way of playing. See, there I was prepared, because when they start swinging at you when they're a distance like that, you kind of have to prepare yourself to avoid a hit. Oh! Drilled all of them down! That's okay. This is the last one. See how good I am? That's the first time so far that I've only finished with one heart left. That's mostly because they were really defensive. Now this is the one, this one, stage 9, is where it starts spicing up in difficulty. But like I said before, the game even says this in one of the stamps. I think it's Last Me Standing in Duel. You have to never let your defenses down and attack at any opening you see. The best approach is to wait till they swing their swords up and they're about to hit you, but not always. You kind of have to find another opening. Sometimes when I'm really stuck, I try to aim for their legs. And other times I just wait till I'm in a good position to hit them. and then I hit them. Like I swing at an angle where their block won't affect me. I hope you're enjoying so far, as well as my straps. Now we're at my favorite part. We're inside Makawuhu, the volcano. See there? I got prepared there to avoid that hit. That's what you should do too. Especially in these later stages. When you're at distance, always block when you move to like the next group. That way, you can be prepared to dodge one of the attacks. As I said before, you can't just swing wildly and hope for the best. You have to block in areas where necessary. And take advantage of that. Yeah, only the ones with the heart stone are the ones that attack you. Do what I just did there when you can. Knock down the other ones in your way before you run into them. Alright, I blew them up! Alright, we're halfway there. Now on to the reverse stages, the other 10. Yeah, another reason you should always block when you're kind of a distance away from the next knee in front of you is because when they swing randomly like that, even if you're not near them, they could still hit you when you get close enough. Another strat. Also, I hope all the strats I'm giving are useful, as I just took a hit. Okay, this is the part of your run where you should really start being more cautious and focusing, because this is where the 3 heart knees start really coming into effect and being a problem. And this is where all the other strategies I mentioned can come into play, and they will really help you. See there, I was able to avoid that because I was blocking and I was prepared. I consider the next stage after this one to be the difficult stretch. Reason why is because this one's the shortest one, doesn't have a lot of needs. I mean, it does have lots of 3-heart needs, but oh, well, that's our first loss. That's our first restart we had to do. But pretty good streak, if I do say so myself. Yeah, because the stage has so small of a number of leads, the final stretch music, as you can hear, is playing. Oh boy. Oh! Yeah, this is the first true difficult stage. Despite it being short, it is a bit difficult. Yeah, as you see there, I'm trying to knock the 3-heart knees down as fast as I can. That leads me to my next strat. You see how short that is? It's just that group of needs, then this group of needs, and then knock this one down and it's already over. It's just weirdly short. I hope you're still keeping count of how many stages I have made it through without losing any hearts, because I kind of lost track. Well, this one ain't happening either. So what I do with the 3-hearted knees is I try and take them down as quickly as I can. So there I just went ham on them by swinging rapidly to knock them down quickly. And sometimes you can take advantage of what I said before, other knees, because they won't attack you until the hearts are shown on your screen. You can lure them into the backs of other knees and can hit them with it to get rid of their hearts. You have less to worry about. But what I do every time is swing wildly to knock them down quickly. And when their block hits me, what I do is I just fight them until I can go back to hamming them again. You're probably asking why I do that before the start of every stage. Because ever since I was a little kid, I've always done that as like some sort of a warm-up to get ready. Oh boy. Yeah, now I gotta be very careful here. When you have one heart left and it's like really early in the stage, my strat is to just be more cautious and take it easy until you reach the end, or until that happens, of course. You know it's getting more serious when the brown armored Miis are in big groups instead of the green armored Miis. And this is when you really should start using the blocks to your advantage. Because just like what happened there, I was blocking, but they somehow sneaked past me. And this is also the time where you should start, like I said before, attacking at any openings you see, or good opportunities. And now that I've seen the recentering your sword notice, that leads me into another strat I have. In case you don't know, you can tap the down arrow on the D-pad to recenter your sword if it feels like it's not cooperating during gameplay, or doing weird, crazy things, or not hitting the Mii. The key is to find good areas to press down on the D-pad that are safe. Like this time, I pressed down on the D-pad to recenter my sword because I was a distance between that Mii there. And that there, the long transition where you walk a distance before you encounter the next group, is a good place too. But sometimes, when it's really not working and you really need to fix it, just do it immediately and in the safest area you can. And trust me, this is a strat that will really help you so much. Now this stage, I want to talk about a nitpick I have with this game, because it's called Waterfall Reverse, but you don't fight anywhere near the waterfall. you fight on the pathway that crosses the footbridge, and then eventually you walk towards the waterfall. Same with bridge reverse, because you fight on Talon Rock, and Lighthouse Stage 2, because you fight in the Wind Orchard. Unless you're able, of course, to drag the final boss me, the one with the purple heart, not purple heart, purple sword, all the way to the bridge or the waterfall or whatever. Yeah, that's another safe way to be able to get them down without you getting hit. When they start swinging at you wildly, wait until they do the little animation after you block them. Then you can have a better chance of getting them. At that time there, because my sword wasn't really cooperating too much and I was afraid I would get one of those unnecessary, unfair moments because of it, I pressed down on the D-pad to recenter it. Man, I have to admit, we are flying through these stages. We only have this one and 2 more left. And then we'll have made it through every single one. Guess that goes to show how good I am at this. I mean, when I was little, I was worse than probably some of you watching right now. Oh, I don't know how she missed me there, but she did. I used to rage a lot, because I couldn't fight my way through all the meads. But I kept practicing, and I was eventually able to get through them as good as Matt. As a matter of fact, I feel like I am Matt right now. See there, I waited for the block animation before hitting her to be safer. And sometimes you have to be really careful on other meats, because they swing at you immediately when you fail to hit them, or they are good blockers. So take all the strategies I told you throughout this live stream and bring them together to help you get through. Oh boy. That time there, see, that was a good example of recentering your sword in a moment where you didn't feel safe. Just try and make sure you don't get hit like I just did. And be very careful, because like I said, you're more vulnerable in those situations than any other. When the sword does crazy things you kind of don't feel like it should be doing. That was close. But I did it. And this is a good example for the 3 heart needs. that time he got me, but I waited till I was at a good point, an opening, to continue going ham on him to get him down, and I was able to do it. Oh, I thought he was down, but now he is. Okay, this is still early on in this stage. And there, I was able to knock that three-hearted me out quickly because I found an opening where I could. Oh! But I'm not giving up. That's another thing you should do. Keep trying, because giving up will only make it more difficult. Those are some of my wise words I have for you. Yeah, you shouldn't always wait till they swing their swords up above you when they're about to hit you, because that's not really a safe move. Just, like I said, never let your defenses down and attack at any openings you see. And there I took advantage of the other me I was defensing, the two-hearted me, to get the three-heart me's hearts down. That's another strat. Try and get their hearts down, the three-heart me's, so you'll have less to worry about them, because you can kind of struggle with them, especially ones like that are good. Something I will say is I love how Nintendo, in both the castle stages, let you walk through the castle. Oh, she missed there. Yeah, I think it's cool that they allow you to walk through Summerstone Castle. Oh, we were so close there. Yeah, sometimes they can trip you up by them looking like they're blocking when they're actually swinging at you, just like that, and then they can hit you that way. It's a trick, like a trap you could fall into. So just watch out for those too. Sometimes you can take advantage of them falling into others. So like I said, I think it's nice that Nintendo allowed you to walk through the castle. Because you don't really get to see the insides a lot. This is the only place in the game where you could. Unless an island flyover where you fly really close, but you would crash there. That there was a good time to recenter my sword when they're in the animation after the block. It's more safer and it gives you a good amount of time. Oh, we were so close there. Yeah, this is the first, like, true difficult stage to me. I mean, you could have different opinions, but to me, the last 4 stages are the most difficult. But this is the first truly difficult one to me. And let me tell you, about this point, the Mii's are strong. Oh. But I'm not ending this stream until we power our way through all the stages. Because like I said, giving up isn't the best thing to do. It's to keep trying and never give up. In case you don't know, the block animations are when the swords kind of have the sparks coming out of them, and the Mii's have teardrops running off of them. Yeah, sometimes the angle of the bridge can mess you up too. All right. And you won't believe it, we are on the last stage. To me, the most difficult one, despite it being in my favorite place, the volcano. Especially if you're going for the untouchable stamp. But I'll tell you my experience for going for the stamp and use the strat and with the strats that I came up with and told you throughout the live stream. As I got better and better during the stage, I was able to fight my way through further and further, eventually taking my first hit really far into it. And if, like I said, if you follow these strats and practice the game a lot, you'll be able to probably even get the untouchable stamp too, or have a better time getting it if you're struggling to get it. So like I said, focus on the 3 heart Mii's and try and knock them out quickly. And recenter your sword whenever it feels like it's not cooperating too good. Like an example here, you could recenter it here if you need to, because this is a distance away from those knee. And when you really need to recenter it, in the middle of one of these hordes. Oh! But that's okay. We'll keep going. We'll try again. As I was saying, you really need to recenter it in the middle of one of those hordes. Find a really good place to do it. Like, for example, when they're in the block animation. Or around here, when you're kind of a bit of a distance, or more of a safe distance, I should say, where the knee won't hit you. And if you're really stuck with the three-hearted knees, then do as I said before. Try and knock them out when they're not the ones attacking you. Like with the other knees. Personally, whenever I get through past a three-heart knee or past a group of a couple, like a kind of a big group of knees, that's when I recenter my sword. Hopefully, these strats will help you get the untouchable stamp. Other than that, practice, because it is a hard one. Alright, now, Matt. Oh boy, gotta be very careful. No! Oh, we were so close there. Yeah, especially it's definitely painful when you're going for the untouchable stamp to get hit right there at the group of three-hearted knees at the end. That's what I call the army. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with the three-hearted knees. You should basically try to knock them down, especially the super tough ones, like the one in this stage and Matt at the end, when you have other knees in your way. Because like I said, this knee here, the two-hearted knee, it's the only one that'll attack me. The others will just stand there until I face them and the heart appears over them. Yeah, that there is one of the instances where they kind of make you trap your block in a way that's so funky that they can still hit you. You know what, I'm gonna show you guys my really special skills and play this last stage with the purple sword. Matt's purple sword. How you do it is you beat this last stage and hold down 1. You see, I got the purple sword. And you can also do the safe approaches and wait for them to be in the animation, the block animation, like the stun animation, when you block them. Like I said, use that and all the other strats with the 3 heart knees, the blocks, and just the overall skill and practice. You will be able to hopefully have a better time getting the untouchable stamp. I mean, it doesn't sound that hard to do. Just get through the stage without taking any hits. But the Mii's really put up a fight, and they can be difficult to deal with. I consider it the hardest stamp in Swordplay Showdown, but of course, the opinion is interchangeable depending on what you think. That's why when I always went for it, every single one of my attempts, I wanted to get Sword Master and Untouchable at the same time, because I didn't want to have to go through the stage twice. And I recommend going for them in the same run, just because. See there, that's the safe route. To block whenever you approach them, so they don't hit you. I mean, you could wait, like I did there, for them to, even if they hold it for a long time, to block. But I am more kind of a risk taker because I'm that good. Yeah, because you can do what happened there if you're not careful. You unblock and then they immediately hit you afterwards. And remember to keep readjusting your sword. Focus on the 3 hard knees. Practice a lot. And block, most of all. And you'll be able to, hopefully, get the untouchable stamp. Or at least have a better chance of getting it. See there, I unblocked and they got me. I mean, some of the brown armored Miis can be difficult because they are set up more difficultly than others. But it's mostly, like I said, them and the 3-hearted Miis you need to focus on. Because the 2-hearted Miis, they aren't really that much of a problem. I'm not accepting that, no. I have to admit, I thought I'd be better than this. I'm not giving up. There's no way I'm ending this stream on the last stage if I powered through them all in one stream. That was close. And like I said, the main key is to never let your defenses down and attack at any openings you see. Even if they seem difficult and you don't get them, just try. So do that, recenter your sword when you can, focus on the tough knees as well as the three-hearted ones, and practice a lot, and you will be able to get the untouchable staff. Or have a better shot at it, I just know it. And here is an especially good place to recenter your sword. We did it! We beat all the stages! Woohoo! Now we are a sword master. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed my very first live stream ever. That's a wrap here. I hope you enjoyed me playing through Swordplay Showdown. I hope you learned the strategies to help you out if you're struggling or new. And as always, have a nice day. Peace.